Hey guys. Okay, let's talk about Traitors. So, I'm a big fan of Traitors. I've been watching Traitors since they were in the UK with the Prime Minister, whoever. It was somebody. A lord. Somebody was on. But all of that to say, I love Traitors. I love the show. I understand the premise of the show. I still get emotional about certain people leaving. I still get really upset that they never figure out who the traitors are. Until a lot of times way farther in the game. I feel like this is one of the first times, like, so early on. Who was it? Donna? But honestly, Candace was on Donna. So that comes to my point, one of my points about Traitors this season. To me, it seems like they're taking a lot of credit for figuring out who the traitors are, when I feel that the traitors have actually served up the traitors on a platter to the faithfuls. I don't really feel like the faithfuls have, like, really banded together to figure it out. Like, and then, like, for at least 3 or 4 episodes, Colton was kind of leading the charge, and he was getting it wrong. And they were still blindly following him for votes. And it's very interesting because there's been a lot of conversation online about, like, this unconscious bias towards Colton and Rob. Like, even though Colton was, like, wrong multiple times, they kept having faith in him. Now, I will say he was on to Lisa, and then he was on to Candace, which I thought was very strange. The only reason I could think that he really picked up on Candace was because she threw Rob out there, because otherwise there was no reason, unless he was, getting a little help from his little alliance buddy. That's been some of the rhetoric and conversation online too, like him and Colton being aligned and in cahoots, like, especially when he brought up Lisa and he brought up Candace. Rob leaned in on those topics. So that's very interesting. And people are like, oh, he's doing it for survival. Maybe, but I also feel like Rob, he enacted his strategy. And my thing too is, like, they are so unassuming of Rob, which is strange to me. I'm like, have none of y'all watched Love Island? None of y'all watched that show? Like, I'm like, maybe they're not spending as much time as the Islanders did with him. But I was like, guys, but even if they didn't watch the show, it's like, why are you so unassuming of Rob? Why do you think that he's so innocent and so sweet and he just couldn't be a traitor? Y'all are all there and y'all are all capable of being traitors. Not one of y'all is not capable of being a traitor. Like, that's why you on the show. Because if my boy came and tapped your shoulder, you was going to be a traitor.